Good evening, folks. Again, for the second time. Hopefully with sound this time. And I got a guest with me. Marvin, how are you, bud?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. It seems like I just seen you like this morning or something, I swear.
Yeah, it's almost like I drove you to the airport or something.
Something like that at 5 o'clock this morning, right?
Yeah, yeah, it was early.
So I made it down here. I had to say a little prayer. I ain't gonna lie to you, I was a little nervous. And it was kind of funny because the gal that was sitting next to me, she lives in Florida, but she grew up here in Springfield, and she could tell I was a little nervous when we took off. And she had a book, and it just the name of the book was I don't remember exactly the name of it, but it had to do with dealing with trauma, and I'm like, great, this is a great book for me to read it about this time. As we're going in the air, bless her heart, though, she seen that I was a little nervous, and she gave me that book, and she decided that she was going to take a nap. But yeah, so after we climbed to whatever it was, 32,000 or 36,000 feet, I was all right. It was a good flight. So and then I landed in Dallas, and from Dallas we came here to Springfield, and that was a pretty good flight too. So, but anyway, the reason I'm here obviously is because tomorrow is the start of the election summit hosted by Mike Lindell, and so what we're doing is we're encouraging everybody, no matter where you stand with our elections, whether you think there's fraud or not, or they're rigged, or however you want to say it. We encourage everybody to tune in the next 2 days, especially on Thursday from the hours of 1 to 4, because we're going to unveil what they're calling the plan and the plan of action. And the plan of action, there's only 16 people, according to what Mike said tonight on the Lindell report. There's only 16 people, including him, who know what the plan is, and they're going to unveil that on Thursday or on Friday, or Thursday. Sorry, coming home on Friday. Anyway, and the guest that he had tonight on the Lindell report was none other than General Flynn, who is going to be speaking. And General Flynn also knows what the plan of action is going to be. And from the sounds of it, he's very excited and thinks that it is a good plan. So Mike also said that he flew up to the people at Turning Point, Charlie Kirk and his people, and had a conversation with them, and they are fully backing the plan that he's going to unveil on Thursday afternoon as well. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get everybody to tune in as much as possible, at least those 4 hours on Thursday afternoon, from 1 to 4. And that is Central Time. It's pretty amazing. This is the first time I've traveled multiple states, Marvin, and not left the the time zone. So I'm still on Central Time, thank goodness, because the way I feel now, and even being more jet lagged, being in a different time zone, I don't know, man, if I could make it or not. So,
Yeah, suck to be rolling backwards or forwards, where all of a sudden your hours are forward or behind.
yeah.
A little weird going from the top of the Bible Belt to the bottom and back again, though.
That's true enough. So, tomorrow what's going to happen is they're going to have some speakers, and then they're going to have the state speakers. So there are 50 states. All 50 states are represented down here this week. And so after the main speakers, or I don't know how you want to say that, but the main speakers start at 10:30. Go ahead, Marvin. What?
It's normally the keynote.
Yeah, there you go. The keynote. There's quite a few of them. There's 11 of them tomorrow that start at 10:30, and then at 12:30, Mike does his speech, and then 1 o'clock to 6:30, the state does their report. The states. So each of us it's anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes. And so we're going to speak on different issues as far as what each state is doing in correcting their election laws, whether it be lawsuits or whatever they're doing. Like we were going and doing our walk books and different things like that. And then the second part is they're going to basically tell the reasons of hope, what they got going for them. This in no way, shape, or form is about proving the fraud. You
Yeah.
will not hear anything about proving the fraud these 2 days. It's going to be about what the states have done so far and the reasons of hope, or what their
The,
goals are.
the
What
plan's moving
going
forward.
for. Go ahead.
The plan's moving forward, essentially. What
Yep.
needs to be done, how to address it, who needs to be involved, stuff like that, I'm sure.
Yep.
So,
And then the second day, they have a few more keynote speakers. I think Dr. Frank speaks on the second day. He's one of 5. I don't recognize any of these other names. Jeff O'Donnell, Professor Dave Clements, and Kurt Olson. And then at 1 p.m., 1 to 4 is the plan to secure our elections immediately. They're going to announce the plan of action. And then from 4 to 9 is how we convert the plan to action. So basically what we need to do. And they're calling for that to begin ASAP, meaning Friday morning of the 18th. So, excuse me. So what do you think of that, Marv?
sounds like you are going to be a busy boy.
Excuse me. I am. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going to lie, I am a little bit nervous, but I've been looking over the notes and stuff and going over everything. And so when it is game time, I'm confident enough that I will come through. So it's like somebody told me when this all started that he heard that the first one you crash and burn, and after that it's okay, it's smooth sailing. So hopefully this is my crash and burn right here, Marv.
Yeah, you'll do fine, boss. Not worried about you.
So the other thing that I wanted to bring up here is the Sons of Liberty. Obviously, I'm a member of the Sons of Liberty, but without them, a lot of this wouldn't be happening. We had Dr. Frank here in February, and I was lucky enough I got to drive him around for 4 days, and I wouldn't have been able to do that without some individuals that helped behind the scenes, and there was quite a few of them actually, and I'm really grateful for them and the whole organization. There's a lot of what do you want to say? How would I say that, Marv? There's a lot of misinformation on the organization, and I think if you really go and do your homework on the organization and what we stand for, you would be surprised. And I'm just going to read a little bit of what we do stand for. National pride. We love our country. We stand for the Second Amendment. Obviously, states' rights. Voter ID. Limit big government. Poll watchers. Fair media. Who wouldn't want that? Lower taxes. Keep the country open and close the southern border. And I think we could probably even add the northern border now as well, because we have stuff going on there as well. So I just encourage everybody to go. We've got a website. You can go to ndsonsliberty.com and check us out. There's all the information there and contact information. We started, it's 3-4 years ago with one chapter in Tioga. And when I first started going to those meetings, there was maybe 15 people. And now we've got 8 chapters throughout the state, and we're working on starting one in Montana as well. And it is our goal to eventually be spread across the United States. So I just want to give them a shout out because uh, they have a lot to do with me actually being involved and helping. So I don't know. It was just the right time. I was at the right time at the right place, I think, and they sure are my group, and I'm very thankful for my brothers and sisters of the North Dakota Sons of Liberty. So I
Well,
just want to give them a shout out and let them know that I appreciate everything that they do, not just for me, but we do a lot of things around the state. We've had Paul Engel, the constitutional study, a couple times. What else have we done? We've
well,
helped. Go ahead.
even like what you guys did for me when I was campaigning. I mean, I got invited to so many different chapters, like all the way up to West Hope. You guys had me as a keynote when I was in Jamestown when you guys were setting up a chapter there. With the Bismarck chapter, like a lot of people reached out to me about joining in the Bismarck chapter, and it's not that I don't want to be part of the group. And it's like I explained, I've explained to a couple people. I mean, you spent a couple hours with me last night. It's not that I don't want to be a charter member or a member of the group. It's I don't have the physical time to commit right now, but there's a lot of people right now that do have that time, that want to
Yep.
learn, that want to get educated. And with meeting with your guys' as founders, like Gerald really impressed me. And the other members I've met, like yourself and everybody else, have all been amazing. And it's not what the media portrays you guys as. And so if you're interested, by all means, I mean, there's chapters across the state, and you guys are working out east now too, aren't you? Or trying to get further east?
Yes, we have chapters in Devil's Lake, um, and Fargo, Jamestown. So that those are the ones out east.
Yeah, because I've been nothing but impressed, and it takes a lot for me to get behind any group when it comes to stuff like that, because you always question, is there other stuff here? And everybody's been honest and straightforward with me, and I haven't seen a reason to doubt. So absolutely check them out.
Yeah. And right there, I put up the website that you guys can go to, and there's all the information there. I mean, you'll see pictures of different events that we've had. We had the rally in Tioga for the healthcare workers when they were forcing the vaccines on them. We've helped districts. We've helped bring new grassroots people into the districts, getting people involved, and that's really what we're about: is getting people involved. I mean, like I told you last night when we were visiting, Marv, I had a conversation with my dad on the way down to your house, and it was like I told him, I said, even 3 years ago when I started going to these things, if you would have told me 3 years ago that I'd be in Springfield, Missouri, getting ready to meet Mike Lindell and actually speak at one of his events, I'd laugh at you to be honest. But here I am. So the Lord works in the mysterious ways, and so you know, I know that He'll guide me and we'll do fine. It's just, it's human nature to have nerves, I guess. So,
Yeah,
but
no, you're gonna be fine. Aren't you coming back to a Sons of Liberty event this weekend?
yes, thanks for reminding me. I didn't even
You're
think of
welcome.
that. We are having our all chapter meeting in McGregor on Friday night. And then the next day is the Hoedown, which is a celebration there hosted by the Sons of Liberty. We actually have raffle tickets. They're giving away some guns and different apparel and different um, gift certificates from different businesses around that have donated. So, and that'll start on Saturday afternoon. And so, yeah, it's called the Hoedown. I don't remember what I'm a bad member. Honestly, I haven't been involved in planning it this year. So all I know is they are calling it the
Yeah,
Hoedown, and it is Saturday afternoon. But the all chapter meeting is Friday night at 5 o'clock, right there in McGregor on Main Street in the county building. I mean, it's one of 3 buildings on Main Street, so you'll know where it is if you pull up.
Okay,
So,
that sounds good.
yep. So, so anyway, if you guys, again, if you aren't registered to watch the Lindell event or what we are calling the Election Summit tomorrow and the 17th, please go to lindellevent.com. You can use our promo code HTD. Here's the deal. It's actually free to watch. We just we got a promo code because they're trying to keep track of who come from where as far as states. So that's why we have a promo code. And so the promo code is HTD. Again, you can register at lindellevent.com or you can download the app. It's Frank's Speech on your phone or tablet or whatever it may be. And you can register there as well. And you can still use the HTD promo code.
So are we the only ones in North Dakota that have a promo code, the only show?
Yes, we're the only ones in North Dakota that I know of that have the promo code.
That's pretty cool.
I'm the only speaker from North Dakota this year. So we have some other people that are going to be in the audience, but as far as speaking, I'll be the one speaking.
Mosquitoes are starting to eat me up.
Oh, he had to come in?
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, I appreciate your time, Marv. And the other thing is I am going to try and do some lives when I'm down there tomorrow and the next day. I will see how that goes. It kind of depends upon the schedule of everything and how many pockets I have to carry everything.
right.
So at any rate, I am going to try and do some lives from the event. So
Just do like I do when I go to these meetings. You go live and you drop your phone in your pocket with your camera out and your mic on.
well, I
Out
have to figure out how I'm going to do that though, because the 2 shirts that I have don't have pockets in them. So
I
know. I know. Next year we'll be prepared more. So
Yeah.
we didn't have any shirts with pockets, which the shirts that I do have though, they stand out. They're pretty awesome. Again, thanks to the Sons of Liberty, they hooked me up. So at any rate, well, Marv, I guess that's all I have for tonight. I'm gonna keep studying my notes here a little bit and go to bed. I've been up
Yeah,
since.
you should definitely find some sleep so you don't oversleep the start tomorrow.
Yeah, when did we get up? Like 4:30 this morning?
Yeah, 4:30.
Yeah. And I thought, I told you when I was in the pickup that I feel bad for the person I sit beside because I'm probably gonna snore.
You didn't
I
fall.
was so I was so nerved out on that plane that I didn't sleep at all. So anyway, all
Anyway,
right, folks. You guys have a good night. I'd appreciate you guys tuning in for the election summit tomorrow and Thursday from 9 to 9. We will see you guys tomorrow.
all right. Have a great